down, down, down. Into the darkness of the grave, poetry sinks as advancements rave. The friend of man, the friend of truth, the friend of age, and the friend of the youth. Poetry here lies at rest, as ever God with his image blessed. O audience, listen to me now. We have given up the ghost. I hope you will forgive me for being such an unwelcoming host. Do not worry about mourning me. I was never easy to offend. Worry about civilization, the death of poetry. Advancement? That's a bloody joke! What about the culture you so proudly boast? What about tradition? What about norms? What about the heritage that will live on after your bones? To your dead humanity, to your advancements, and to my dear friend poetry, I would like to raise a toast. Mr. President, respected judges and worthy audience, the age of advancement is not the age of great poetry, where civilization means outward progress, culture means inward perfection. The day and age in which we live may have advanced us. It may have given us metal beasts. It may have given us artificial light. It may have even given us a demigod in the form of money. But that is mere materialism. What about the inward? Mr. President, modernity instills a belief in the sciences while simultaneously avows a disaffirmity in the arts. The bliss of abstractism is a joy. The sweet serendipity of idealism is a virtue. The vast open playfields of poetry entail us to set our souls loose, to provide us a secure platform for our rebellious escapism. To pick a rose from the garden, to smell it, to savor it, and bask in the mythical and magical powers of Mother Nature, all with the power of our pen. Be not platonic in stating poetry as worthless, but be Aristotelian in accepting poetry as the lifeline of a civilization. Theodore Roosevelt said, and I quote, "I studied war and politics so that my children could study mathematics and sciences, and their children could study art, poetry, and literature." Ladies and gentlemen, the age in which we live may have advanced us, but it has announced the death of the love of fine arts. We may see a Rabindranath or a Nikita Gill every now and then, but we have yet to see a Chaucer, a Shelley, a Byron, a Homer, a Dante, or even a Shakespeare. Why? Because that which advances us also enslaves us. In this day and age, we are nothing more than mere pawns of technology, mindless specimens without a heart and soul to feed. We may have lit up our streets, but the corridors in our hearts have now diminished where the love of nature once bloomed. Are we men, or are we mindless robots? Coleridge may have seen an Abyssinian maid in his sleep, but a lover of the arts sees poetry as a phoenix that will rise from its grave and shower its glorious rain upon the earth once more. For a poet, he will run, he will remain forever young, he will only care about the aesthetic and none else. And if you need him, he will be there, dancing on the air, everywhere without a fear. Do you know what it's like to be free, ladies and gentlemen? Somewhere beyond the greatest place you have ever known. If you need me, I will be there, dancing on the air, everywhere without a care. Mr. President, if my eulogy to poetry has satisfied you, do take the time out to say a prayer at its grave. Thank you.